Welcome, everybody. I'm Brian.
Vanessa.
We're the Pals.
We are the Vowels.
Oh, you didn't say it with me.
Oh, let's do it again. One,
Oh,
two,
my God.
three.
I'm Brian,
I'm Vanessa.
and we're the Pals. She wanted to do that on purpose, y'all. She pray her strength in the Lord, y'all.
That's what's up.
Pray her strength in the Lord, y'all. How is everybody doing on this evening? Whoever is in our room, man.
We live.
We are live and in full effect. And we appreciate you guys for taking time out your busy day just to come chop it up with the Pals.
That's what's up.
That's what we're doing. We appreciate you. We thank you for tuning in and jumping in with us and everything. We gonna get a couple of people on. We gonna wait for a few people to jump on and everything. I hope you guys had an amazing day today, a wonderful day. A lot of things that's going on today. What else? What you looking at?
I was trying to get in the screen.
Let me pull these old glasses off so y'all can see the real. No, I'm gonna leave them on tonight.
How was y'all day? How was work?
How was work?
Chat with us in the chat.
Let us know how your day was.
How was your day, babe?
It was busy. I found myself doing a lot of work today. I was really, really busy today. And it's a good thing being busy. I was that good busy. Yeah.
Being productive at work.
Yes, because I was away from work for a few days because I was in a conference. I was in a leadership retreat, and I didn't get a chance to do anything. I mean, I didn't. They didn't want us to check our emails. They wanted us to disconnect from the office, and I did. So I disconnected from the office, and then now just playing catch up and stuff. And this today was a catch up day.
Understood.
How was your day, Chef V?
It was cool. So, I was at another location. I've been out there pretty much for 4 days this week, and then one day at my main location that I work out of. And it was cool. I mean, today was a little interesting.
Why you say that? Because you was tired. You came here and said you ready to take you a nap, and I bet you ain't even go to sleep and take a nap.
I did, but I took the medicine. I took allergy stuff that helped. But no, work was. You see some things, you know.
You do.
It is
good things, bad things. You see a lot of things when you're at work and everything, man.
Yeah, you be like, okay, all righty.
What you say? All righty then, huh?
Hey, speaking of, did any of you guys watch our episode 5? It was called Deal Breakers. What was it? Deal Breakers and Unequally Yoked.
Unequally Yoked and Deal Breakers.
Dating, Deal Breakers, and Unequally Yoked. It was really a good episode. So if you guys haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch that on YouTube, episode 5. So
definitely don't want to miss that episode 5.
It was some comical stuff in there.
It was a lot of funny stuff that we mentioned up in there and everything. Yeah. And we had us a good time.
Yeah.
We had us a very good time. So we just love what we're doing and what we're doing with our show and everything. And this is a journey, man. I got a good thing. I feel good, positive vibes off our show. Yeah. I know we said we were going to have a married couple on tonight, but the other one of the spouses was out of town, so we will make it our business to have that same married couple on next week. I'm thinking we're gonna probably do another live next week, man. I say let's go for it. We're going live again next Thursday, so be watching out for another live episode next Thursday of the Powwow with the Pals. Man, I'm excited. I'm just excited about just us, our show, what we're doing. how we just reaching the people and everything. If you're in the chat, man, drop a thumbs up, man. Give us a thumbs up. Say something, man. We want to know you here, man. We want to acknowledge you because we appreciate you guys for just tuning in and jumping in with us and joining us, man. Because you could be doing other things, man, but you are right here on the powwow with the pals tonight, man. We got a lot of good things that we're going to discuss tonight, and I want you guys just to. I'm sending out our, making sure I'm sending out connect our YouTube page and everything, so we can have everybody on here because we got some spicy things we go talk about tonight, y'all.
Tracy just popped in the chat saying, "Love y'all. Love you too, Tracy."
I love you, Trey. That's my girl, boy.
Tracy just had a birthday yesterday.
Yesterday.
Happy birthday, Tracy.
Hey, that black don't crack, baby. That black don't crack.
Tracy, what you do for your birthday?
Turned up. I already know what she did. She had us some fun. And she deserved it too. All the fun. My cousin, my sister, that's my cousin, sister cousin. And she just like a sister to me, I'm telling you. Me and Keith. That's my sister cousin right there, man. And there she go. There she go. There she go. So what else, y'all? We gonna have us some exciting time tonight, man. Cause I want everybody to chime in. That's why I'm sending out all these notifications to people. I want everybody to chime in on this one tonight because this is gonna be a good little spicy topic, man. And I think everybody needs to just chime on in and tell me what y'all think about this one, man. Because oh my God, when I say it's a spicy one, oh my God, I'm just getting nervous thinking about it. Because everybody has opinions about what we're gonna talk about tonight. And when I say everybody has opinions, good, bad, or indifferent, they got them because this is a hot button topic. This is a really hot button topic that everybody, all the married couples and everything, they face, and it comes up. This is a real topic too, man. This is a real one. When I say a real topic, it's gonna be a real one. Every oh man, I don't even know how to even say it, but you guys will enjoy it tonight. I promise you. Because I want everybody's reactions and engagement of what you guys think about this and everything when we talk about this topic tonight. These topics, because it's a few of them that we're going to get on here and we're going to talk about and everything. Just making sure all our invites are sent out and everything to our groups. We tagging everybody in our groups and everything. We got the dogs down there barking. We got.
Who want a dog? Who want two dogs?
No, we ain't giving up no dogs. No. People, hey, they're my babies. They're my babies. They're our babies. They can't go nowhere.
That's what's up.
They can't go nowhere. What'd you say? No.
Oh, you know what I was looking up? Why are you doing that?
What were you looking at?
Because we need to move it along a little bit.
We gonna move it along. We got a good hot hour of action.
G said powder gun in the building.
Gunpowder, my man. Gunpowder is in the building.
I was looking up, remember I used the word last week, fleshly.
Right? Oh my God, no, she didn't go fleshly.
Yes. So I looked it up.
She looked up fleshly, y'all.
On Google.
What's the definition of fleshly?
So the definition of fleshly means relating to human desire or bodily appetites, sensual, fleshly pleasures.
Okay.
And then the second one is having an actual physical presence. We will shed the lofty metaphysical cage and incorporate the earlier dynamic and fleshly cage. So Um, and then it says, what does looking fleshly mean? Fleshly describes something related to the physical body. We already said that. It can refer to things physical or carnal as opposed to spiritual or mental.
So that's what that means, huh?
Yeah, that's what that means. Because I think you were thinking it wasn't a word, but it actually is.
You got me right there.
Mm.
Fleshly is definitely a word.
So y'all have to go back to the first live episode when I said you seem making it seem like I'm just fleshly.
She was fleshly, y'all.
No, I wasn't.
The Christian was fleshly. That's okay though.
Mm-hmm.
Christians are always, you got some Christians that stay fleshly.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, let me get something. Let's do it, man. It's about that time. We gotta talk about these topics, man, that everybody just trip off of and everything. So, we were just chit chatting about certain things. We all work. Everybody works. Some in corporate America, some in some corporate America, some private, some people own their own businesses and everything. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that I say we were really going to jump into and discuss, what I think was very important. This is a topic that everybody face who's working class people in society. Is it okay? And I want everybody to respond and reply. Is it okay to have a work wife or a work husband? What are y'all views on that, man? A work wife or a work husband? What is y'all take on a work wife and a work husband? Because I got some takes on work wives and work husbands, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about it? Vanessa, tell me what you think about a work wife or a work husband.
I mean, I guess if you have to, well, I guess my question is, I don't see, like, if the person is single, that's different. But if they are married, then no. But I mean, I guess some people, I've heard people joke about it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta talk to my work husband and see what he say, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that's just like a really good co-worker or whatever. And I guess it's just how, I think it's just a name a title that people have put on, you know, to like a really close co-worker that they're close to.
My take on work wife, work husband. No, if you are married, you only got to have one wife or one husband.
Right.
I don't believe in no work wife or work husband. That right there, in my opinion, this is me. That is the enemy. I mean, you can get mad at that your wife or your husband that day, and the enemy knows how to subtly move in and kind of manipulate the situation and everything.
Right.
So if I'm mad at you or you mad at me, we go to work and somebody say, "Oh, you look nice today. You are handsome. Or you are beautiful, girl. You look beautiful today." That's right there. We already at house with our spouse, and then we come to work, and then this person says something nice or say, "Hey, I want to buy you lunch today," or
let's go
do some. Let's go talk. Let's chat. That is just opening up room for the enemy. So I say, no, I don't believe in no work wives or work husbands. That
right. I mean, and I don't either. If that's what I said beforehand, I don't believe in it. But I think now, if you're single and you just have somebody that you just of the opposite sex that you just really talk to and everything, then that's okay because you're single.
Right.
But when you're married, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think the work wife and the work husband.
Now, if you just say like, I have a colleague, that if you say, I have a colleague that I really, share stuff with or whatever, I guess that's fine. But what if they are of the opposite sex? Then what?
Yeah. We just talking about suing discard. The work wife and the work husband. Those are just people you ain't slept with yet.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, you think about
That's
it.
true.
Those are people you haven't laid with or
Right.
slept with.
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually you want to get to that point that it's going to eventually get to that point. If you guys are in this relationship, or you call this your work wife or your work husband, and they do little bitty things for you, those little bitty things add up. Those little bitty things add up, and they add up to a lot of stuff.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
You ever had a work wife?
Never. Never. Take my glass off and look you in the eye. Never. I don't believe in work wives and work husbands and stuff. But I would never have a work wife and everything. I hear people around the offices, that's my work. Well, I'm gonna take my work wife to lunch, or I'm gonna go buy lunch for my work wife.
That's what they be doing? That's what they be saying?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't worked in like corporate America in like, I don't know, years. So I wouldn't know about that part. I know I've had people that have said, hey, me and him are going out to lunch or whatever, and like, yeah, y'all doing more than lunch.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are in the chat, please let us know. Do you guys believe in work wives and work husbands? Mm-hmm. Please engage with us, man. Let us know what y'all think about a work wife or a work husband. Is it conducive to a healthy marriage?
No, it's not.
Would you, I mean, if you had a work wife and work husband, would you introduce that person to your spouse? Or,
I mean, you got people that do that. I mean, it's so different.
So you got some people that are accepting of their term and everything. One time I think I was at a dinner or something, and it was a husband and a wife. They were sitting at the table. Guy walked up to the table, and she said, "Hey, babe, this is my work husband." And the guy shook his hand and, "Hey, buddy, what's up? How you doing?" And yeah, he shook his hand. And he didn't he tripped off of it, but I'm like,
that's what they doing?
Hey, it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem.
G said work spouses is a dangerous road to travel.
It is. G, you're right, man. Having a work spouse, that's very dangerous because that's all it takes for you and your real spouse to be at odds, not be talking for a couple of days or at odds for a few days. And that's for that work wife or that work husband.
Slithers in like a snake.
Slithers right in like a snake.
Yeah.
And now, and God forbid, those people, you go that extra mile. Y'all go all the way. And you guys know what I mean when I say go all the way. Now, you go from work wife and work husband, y'all in a relationship now.
Yeah. Pauline is on here. She said, hey.
Hey, P, hey, P, how you doing? Joe Bryant, my man. Joe, what's up? Joe say you set yourself up for failure. You right, Joe? Hey, Pauline, you on here? We were just talking about work wives and work husbands. Is it okay if you're married to have a work wife or a work husband? Joe, you right, man. You setting yourself up for straight up failure, man. You got a work wife or a work husband, that is recipe for disaster.
Now, you know what? It's funny because I wonder what the um ratio is of like people calling each other work wife, work husband, and they've actually gotten married, like left their spouse who they were married to and
Whoa.
got married to their work spouse.
That,
That's something to think about.
that's an interesting number.
Mhm.
That would be an interesting number.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting number.
Mhm. People just do too much out here these days. They be threesoming with work wives, and if I was single these days, y'all, I would not be dating, and I'm dead serious. Like I would be
Pauline,
scared to date.
Pauline said, "I'm listening, y'all. You only have one spouse. That's true,
That's
P.
true.
P. You only got one spouse,
Yeah.
and by you call yourself having a work wife or work husband, like I said, that's not gonna end well, man. Because it's all it takes is you be mad at your wife or you be mad at your husband for a few days, and this person just coming in and just saying the right things, because they gonna say the right things
and tickling your fancy.
Yes, the devil know, just like God know what we want or what we like. The devil knows what we like too. The devil knows we like them tall, dark, and handsome, smelling good and stuff. And that's who gonna come over there. That tall, dark, handsome guy
Are you
who's
saying that
smelling.
because I said that?
No. I'm just saying like it is. The one that's tall, dark, handsome, that's smelling good, that's coming over there and stuff. Get your hand on my pocket.
No, it's that your wallet is.
Oh, thought you trying to go in there and sneak a peek. Hey, but the one like the tall, dark, and handsome. I'm just saying the tall, dark, and handsome is smelling good. They got that's wearing that creed. Man, they go just come over there and they go say, "What's wrong, beautiful?" And they go say,
No backup.
Yeah. Then they go ask you what you want to eat. They say, "You going to lunch?" You know what? Don't worry, I got a meeting, but let me buy your lunch today.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes. You're automatically in the back of your mind like, "Oh, he fine, and he bought me lunch. He's showing me some attention." I got this idiot at home. We just argued about such and something that's probably trivial. Mm-hmm. And now, boom, you didn't open up the door.
Yeah.
And then after that, this is what happens too after that, guys. Then you got the happy hour.
There's a lot of stuff that go on the happy
Man, hour. It is so much stuff that go on at happy hours and parties. When you working with people, corporate parties, happy hours, when you guys are with in a company and they got holiday parties, birthday parties, any type of parties, happy hours. And then you go get that liquor in your system.
Did you ever go to happy hours?
Nah, I ain't messing around with no happy hours.
I'm talking about like when you were single.
Nah, I ain't even do happy hours when I was single, man. I'm not that happy hour type. Now, I did a birthday party or two when I was single because, like somebody say, we throwing a birthday party at Janae's.
Not Janae's.
Janae's. Y'all act like y'all don't know what Janae's is. I slide out there and say,
on Olive.
Yes, ma'am.
With the good chicken.
Yes, ma'am. or either they throwing a birthday party at Hadley's or somewhere. Mm-hmm. I slide out there, say happy birthday, whoever birthday it is, slide them a $20 a dub, tell them buy them a drink, and then I get up out of there. Because I know. I don't like staying in places too long. Because you stay in places too long, things happen. And I always tell people, never if you're the clubbing type for our youngsters that out there that maybe run across this video, if you are the clubbing type, do not stay until the club closes down. Don't do that, because when you do that, nothing good happens when the club closes. Right. I'm just telling you like it is. But
So what's the next topic?
No, we ain't finished with this one.
Yes, we are. Right.
What? We ain't finished with this one. I mean, you ain't tell me your take on it and stuff.
I was the first one to say something. I did tell you to take.
I'm glad I just can't do the work wife and the work hood, y'all. All right, we're gonna move on to another topic since she gave me the nudge and stuff. Okay, next topic. This is a serious topic right here, man. I want to know what y'all take on this. We could you accept if your spouse had an outside child while you guys were married? Drop it in the comments. Could you accept if your spouse had an outside child when you guys were married? Could that be something you accept? Did you accept an outside child in your relationship?
Well, we got a couple examples to share with this, don't we?
No, we don't. What the hell you telling me?
Like that. We got some.
I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot y'all. No, I'm sorry. No, I was like, hello.
Go to the comments.
Oh man, I'm thinking you finna tell me so. Oh man, we finna have a problem, man.
Hey man.
We finna have a problem.
I'm just saying, like,
talk to me.
That surprise when we had first got married.
Oh, let me tell you about the surprise, y'all, when we first got married. Oh man. Then you guys are getting exclusive details of this because I never shared this with no one. Never share. I ain't shared this with no one outside of our circle.
Your family.
Yeah. So the question, like I just asked, if for you guys that's jumping on,
you said
hell no to the no, unacceptable. Could you accept if your spouse, husband or wife, had an outside child on you? Okay, so this was back in 2000, 2001. Me and Vanessa just got married. And I was in grad school at the time. So I'm in grad school, just schooling and stuff. And Vanessa calls me.
Because you were at football practice.
No. I was at grad school.
Oh yeah, you was in class.
I was in class. Mm-hmm. I was in class to get my master's. This was my first master's I was in class to get. So she called me. She said, we got a problem. I said, what's wrong? She said, you got a letter here in the mail saying that you the dad, you this child's daddy and stuff. You got a baby. She said, why you didn't tell me you had a baby? Oh man,
I was hot.
When I was livid.
I was hot.
Hey man, she was livid.
She like, talk about this when you get home.
So now she done threw me off my square. I end up sitting in class for a little while long because I ended up leaving out the class to take the call. Came back in. I ended up leaving class. Now this was our capstone course, so we got to do our dissertation and oh man, this is ugly. So I gets home because prior to that, when we came back from our honeymoon, we went to go visit her mom and dad. My boy Fred called me. Fred said, hey, old girl say you the father of a child. I said, man, I ain't hearing that, Fred, man. That's high school. No, that ain't no good, man. So I hung up the phone. He said, all right, B, I just gave you a heads up, bro. So a couple months later is when we got hit with the letter. So the letter came and I came home and stuff. And she was like, the look on her face, the look was like just horror. It was a petrified look like, I cannot believe this dude didn't tell me he had a baby out here. So I'm like, I'm pleading and telling her, I ain't got no baby. So the next day, I called the number on the letter. This was the caseworker I called. So I called the caseworker the next day. The caseworker turned around and said, "Hey man, no. He said, can I speak to Brian Powell?" I said, "It's Brian." Uh, I said, "It's Brian Powell." I said, "Can I speak to such and such?" He said, "This is he." I said, "I was calling because I got a letter in the mail stating that I was the little kid's father and everything." I said, "I ain't gonna say the names and everything, but uh, he was like, yeah." He said, "We can this can be settled real quick. Just come down and just set up the child support payment arrangement." I said, "Man, what is we setting up child?" I said, "This ain't my child." He said, "Man," he said, "I'm tired of guys that do this, man, flake out on being taking care of their responsibilities." And he talked grimy to me too. Oh man, he talked bad to me like I was a deadbeat, and oh, I was so mad. I wanted to go down. I was on my way down there to the office because this when they were over on Newstead. Everybody in St. Louis know that's where the child support office was at over there on Newstead. So he said, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna send you a letter in the mail and then tell you schedule the testing and everything, and then you gotta go down and do what you gotta do." So probably like a couple weeks later, I got the time and day I was supposed to go down and take the test. Mind you, I went down there in the afternoon. They went down there in the morning. So we down there. When I got down there, I went into the office, and the lady who swabbed our mouths. I went into the office, and the lady turned around who swabbed her mouth. She just bust out laughing. I'm like, "Hey, lady, now ain't the time. Now ain't the time to start laughing and stuff. This is not funny." I said, "This is not funny. Hey, man, cut that laughing out." She said, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at you." She said, "I'm laughing at the situation because I can't believe these young girls go and blame these guys for babies, and they not even their baby daddies and stuff." So when she showed me, she wasn't supposed to do it, but she showed me the picture of the young man, and I mean, he is black as this mouse. And you guys see my kids. Y'all know how my kids look. Wilson, for real, thank you for joining us. And you guys know how my kids is, man. My kids got distinctive features of me.
And mind you, this was before, of course, we had kids.
This was before we had kids, so that made it even worse because she wanted to experience kids with me. So that made it even worse. So we went, and she started laughing. Then I looked at the picture. I said, "This ain't even nowhere near my child." She said, "I know." She swabbed my mouth. Probably like a couple, like almost a month later. Results came in the mail. I ain't even open it. I let her open it, and she saw the results. She say, "You ain't the daddy." I said, "I know I ain't the daddy. I told you, but I ain't the daddy." She was.
But wait a minute.
But the thing is, but the thing with that one was, I kept telling her, I said, "This ain't my child. This ain't my child." And the timeline didn't add up.
Okay, but at the same time, you have to be in my shoes, because we just got married, and then all of a sudden this pops up. So how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel about the situation? You'd be upset, like, okay, you ain't told me nothing. We done walked down the aisle, went on honeymoon, kiki, woo woo, rubbed, and all that stuff.
Bump uglies.
I don't like that bumped uglies. I think
bumping uglies.
plastic.
But
So yeah, and then he didn't tell y'all this. So while he was waiting to go down there, he gonna pull out his yearbook, looking up because he already, you can. I guess they put the name of the person that was in there. So he in his yearbook, looking like, oh, that's her. I was like, let me see what she look like. I'm looking like, now I know you ain't been with that. Now come on now. See, we got cricket.
I she was not bad looking. Period. I ain't gonna lie, she was not bad looking.
Well, that must have been a bad day in the yearbook.
She was younger. She was in the She was a couple grades younger than me.
Joe said, I'm that baby's pappy.
Joe, you a lie. No, Joe. So, man, Sumner High School, man, I'm telling you. I just looked at it. I'm like, man, this because the timeline didn't add up. When she was a freshman, I was a sophomore. That was the time we were together. Now, I done went through undergrad, college sports, and now this comes about. And the reason why it came about was because I was in the baseball. Me and my baseball players, we were on the front page of the St. Louis American because the Adams Mark Hotel gave my baseball team $5,000 for our baseball season, and she saw that. She saw that, and then I'm thinking that she, like, oh, okay, he got some money. He threw the baby on me.
She probably just thinks she probably wouldn't. She might not even seen that. She looked why. Anywho,
So she looked at me like that's just crazy. So we found out that the baby wasn't mine and everything, and we just went on after that, and we are here today and everything. So let me ask you this. I got to ask you now. If that baby was mine, what you would have done?
I would have been upset because you didn't tell me, but I guess you wouldn't have. I mean, I would have been upset because you didn't tell me, but at the same time, I think me being the person, I probably would have just moved on. Like, okay, we just gonna have to move on together. I wasn't talking about
would you would accept the child?
It just would have been hard. And I guess with me, because with my experience, for those of you that don't know, I was previously married. And so my ex had, we had separated for a little bit, but the time that we were separated, he, ended up having a child with somebody else. And that hurt me because, I wanted us to have a baby. So that was the thing.
So when this situation arose with me, you had a flashback, basically, right?
Kind of, yeah. I kind of did. So, yeah.
And I'm so glad everything just worked out because, like I say, I was so careful and cautious when I was out gallivanting back in high school and stuff and college. I mean, I was very, very careful and cautious and everything. I had friends of mine. What scared me was I had friends of mine in high school that had children. And I'm like, man, they had children. I didn't want no children in high school, and then I didn't want to I didn't want to disappoint my parents and everything because they had high expectations of me and everything.
I guess for me, I would have been, deep down, really deep down within, I knew it wasn't your child because I felt like you would have told me. Now, but at the same instance, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if he knew that he had this child out here, he would have told me. So then I was like, she got to be lying.
She was.
And then
and
and then I was like, okay, let me just get myself together because now what if it is his and he didn't know that this child was out there? So I was just thinking of all different scenarios, what was gonna happen, how are we gonna do this, everything like that. So what G said, Vanessa, were you acting fleshly or did you pray?
Oh, she was praying like 40 going west, boy.
I was praying.
She was praying profusely. Man, but guys, drop a comment. I know you guys put it in there. what we try to do, thanks, Paul. Thanks, P. I love me some P. That's my barber boy.
Pauline.
But yeah, we that was one of the things that I know we we had to overcome.
Yeah.
That was an obstacle, and like now, like I mean, we ain't having no more kids, but
Mm.
if I came to Vanessa and said, "Hey, I got a baby," and bring the baby, these are hypotheticals. Don't give me that look. Get these eyebrows together. So, if I hypothetically said that, what would be the take now? You chucking up the deuce?
I can't. You know what? I can't even think about that because
I'm just saying. It wouldn't happen. It's not
I
gonna
know
ever
it
happen.
ain't gonna happen.
But I'm just saying because you got to sit back and think. The older generation. Look at the older generation.
I
I'm talking
know.
about like when you got these grandpas and great grandpas that got a family on this side of town, then a family on the other side,
I know
or
that.
family in the same neighborhood and stuff.
But I guess my thing is, I guess we know each other well enough. I would be all like, dude, I know you just ain't out here rolling your hat in stone out here and you talking about you got another baby. Now come on now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool, man.
Mm-mm. Now we would definitely have to have a for real sit down. And you too, I mean, I feel like at this age, we both of our kids is grown pretty much.
Yeah.
We got a almost 19-year-old, almost 21-year-old.
So
I ain't even want the second dog we got. And you trying to get a third
let me
dog.
ask you guys this. So this is another question. Uh, just say, and for my fellas out there, you guys got your children and everything.
Pauline said you'll be out of there, my guy.
I'm out, P. Out. He kicking me to the curb. She said, "You gotta go, buddy."
Gotta go.
Hey, but this is the thing. Now, devil's advocate. You with this lady, and I read this story too. Uh, father and son. I mean, this is a couple. Mm-hmm. They married. The father needed to have the son needed to have a surgery, and none of the blood types match. Mm-hmm. So the father said, "You know what? This is my son. I think my blood type match." Mm-hmm. They tested it, and come to find out that wasn't his son. Mm. So my question to you guys out there, if for the fellas, drop it in the chat. You can send it over later and everything. You married, and you thinking these are your children, and you come to find out you do a DNA test, and that child is not yours. Mm-hmm. Just say after 15 years, what do you do? Ladies, what do you do in that situation? Do you disclose it? Do you try to keep covering up the lie? Or do you just flat out say, "Hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry," and move on? I want to know what you guys would do in that situation.
So I think
I need to know this.
I think in that situation, for me, I can't lie like that. Because you tell one lie, you gotta tell another lie. And it's just gonna be lie, lie, lie. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna forget the lie that you told to cover the other lie. So just be upfront, you know.
So
and it's a lot of families that are lying, talking about, yeah, that's such and such baby. No, good doggone well, they ain't they baby.
And they swear that they swear by it. They say they're gonna take it to the grave.
Why do we always say we're gonna take it to the grave? We taking this to the grave. Ain't nobody gonna know that this such, or we got other kids out here, or why do they do that?
We got that bad in the African American community. We always say we're gonna take it to the grave with us. Mm-mm. That's one of the biggest things that we have bad in our community. We gonna take it to the grave. It's so many family secrets out there
Man.
that people don't know. And you probably don't, a lot of people don't even know who their siblings are because of taking it to the grave. And we got it bad as an African American culture, man. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you. I know a lot of cultures probably do got it bad too, but we are notorious. I'm talking about the African American community. We are notorious for taking it to the grave with us. It's so many secrets. You know what? Guess what? It's so many secrets in the grave right now. I mean, generational secrets, ancestral secrets. Oh man, so many secrets in the grave
What
right
was
now.
that one situation? It says, oh, Pauline said, be honest, but blood doesn't make love. Don't make love. And Joe said, I would just leave because I don't want to hurt anyone.
I gotta go, man. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go. If and I'm not saying it, but if I found this is so tough because from a male ego and a male standpoint, you would have to leave. You have to remove yourself from the situation because it's like it's a different that's a different type of hurt, and you would definitely want to remove yourself from the situation, or because you don't want to do anything that you end up regretting.
But you know what? I feel like, okay, there was one situation. Oh, what was it? I can't even think, y'all. It was a situation. And if y'all remember this, I can't remember if it was a TV show or whatever. My mind is just kind of going blank. But the person found out at their, I think, I don't know, at a parent, one of their parents had passed away. And they found out at the funeral that that wasn't their parent. Somebody was at the funeral being messy, talking about, oh, I know what it was. Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin.
Yep. It was the Kirk Franklin thing because he was at, do y'all remember his story? Because he did that movie too. He found out he thought that was his dad.
Pauline said, but you build a bond with that child. That's so true. You bond with that child. It's hard to just walk away after 15 years and you guys got bond, you got vacation. We talking about 15 birthdays, 15 Christmases. We talk about when they were sick, you nursed them. That's a tough thing to do, but man.
But yeah, so he was at his dad's funeral, who he thought it was his dad, or at the the viewing or whatever. And then one of the aunts was like, he looked just like his dad, and he looked around like, who is she talking about? And then they all got to talking, and she said, that's not your dad. You look like this other person. Your mom used to be with him, and that's who you look like. You don't look like him. This is not your biological dad that's laying here. So, if y'all ain't seen that story, I think it is on YouTube. The movie was. It didn't come on Netflix. It was on YouTube.
Mama's baby, daddy's mate.
So anyway, he ended up getting the test done, and come to find out who the person said his dad was his dad. And his mama stood on all 10 of her toes and said, that is not your dad, even after they took the test twice. Now, how does that don't even make sense.
It don't make no sense.
The report says that this is your daddy twice. She had it done twice. He had it done twice. And the mom was like, no, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Your daddy is the one that passed away. Now, mind you, he paid for the funeral. He thought all these years that was his dad. And then come to find out his real biological dad stayed not too far around from the corner where they was, I think, raised at or something.
So mama was out here creeping.
and standing 10, she's standing 20 toes down, okay?
Creep, 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 creep.
Saying that that is not her dad and so, his dad. So I never figured out, and they never went back with the story, but they never said like, why was mama staring like, staying, that wasn't the dad.
And see, that's what we get to talk about, taking it to the
To the
grave.
grave, yep. I said,
She wouldn't
whatever
have,
happened,
if them aunties wouldn't have said nothing,
or
her
whoever
mama,
was,
his mama would have took that to the grave
yeah,
with her.
and would have been like, your daddy died, your daddy's not here, whatever. Yep.
We got to do better, people.
And I'm like,
people,
that
we
is
gotta
so
do better.
wrong.
We
That's
do.
just wrong. So this man, all these years, because he's like 50 something, thinking that that's his dad. That wasn't
So
his
you think about it, like
daddy.
Joe put in the comment, 15 years of expenses, what you paid and stuff was 15 years of expenses that wasn't yours. I mean, you think about it, all the tennis shoes you done bought, all the pants, the clothes, the food, the medical, because they own your insurance.
Yeah.
All the years of that just to find out. So if the person find out, should the other spouse be responsible for paying that person? What do you guys think? Should the other spouse be responsible for paying that person? If they know deliberately and willingly knowing that that wasn't their child, should they have to pay?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They got to pay. They
Yeah.
got to pay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You think about all the thousands of dollars you done spent on this child, and they not yours. Now, if the couple is gonna stay together after that, then hey, you just chuck it up as hey.
But that was, even if you did stay, that would still have to be like counseling and all that stuff too. Because
Oh yeah, everybody, all the party, the kids, the kids, the male, the female.
Because now the kids are thinking like, oh, you're not my real, but you my step. And I hate when people do that
stepdaddy and stepsister and half sister. I don't believe in half brothers, half sisters. You either my brother or you my sister. Yeah. Period. No half brother this or half that, brother or sister.
Yeah.
Hey, G said it. He just said it. His mom was trying to take it to the grave with her. Yeah. But that's what we have. That's what we fall short at as a society, man. Just taking stuff to the grave and everything, man. We gotta cut that out, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. One more quick topic before we call it a night. We also still encourage you to go back and watch episode 5.
Deal
breakers.
Dating deal breakers and unequally yoked.
Yes, you gotta watch that, man. Go back. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button on our channel, man.
And put your notifications on.
Yes, put your notifications. Drop us a comment, man. Let us know. We reply to comments.
Or send us an email.
Definitely send us an email of any topics you guys want us to cover and discuss and everything. Yeah. We love hearing from you guys. Last thing. Pillow talk. What do y'all think about pillow? What is your take about pillow talk? Our email is the powwow, POWELL powwow @gmail. The powwow. You know how to spell pow?
I thought you were saying pow.
POWWOW.
I know that. The pow.
This girl been married.
Don't do that.
This girl been having the name Pow @gmail.
Okay.
This girl been having the name Pow for 25 years, and she act like she don't know how to spell the Pow. All right.
First of all,
last one real quick before we get up out of here, man. Pillow talk. How dangerous is pillow talk? If you're in a relationship or in a marriage, do you keep pillow talk in the house or out the house?
In the house.
You keep it. You definitely supposed to keep it in the house. And it goes back to the work wives and work husbands, man. when situations is going on in the marriage, they take pillow talk and share pillow talk, which is the most dangerous thing in the world. You never share pillow talk.
Not even outside the bedroom.
Not even
to your
outside.
kids.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, I have been doing church security over at least 25 years.
Hmm?
Around 25 years.
Hmm.
I've been doing church security over around 25 years. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's things that I seen.
It is, G. Pillow talk is necessary between spouses.
Yes, it's things I done seen by working in security, in the security ministry, that I never even shared with Vanessa. Some of the stuff I seen will probably blow her mind, but I don't share certain things. And I know you're supposed to share a lot of things with your spouses, but what I do is I'm entrusted. My pastors and my bishops over the years entrust me. They trust me. And I live by this philosophy. What you say with me will stay with me. I don't I don't do it. And I tell my employees that at work, what you say with me will stay with me. And I don't share that and everything. I don't even share it with the person I love the most. I don't even share some of the stuff that I've seen behind the veil. Put it like that, behind the veil.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't supposed to share nothing. Pillow talk, that's between you and your spouse. If y'all sitting back talking and everything, it's like a code. You can't break the code. Not a guy code, girl code. You just don't go against what what's understood. What's understood don't have to be explained.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't go against that. So, what about kids? Do you tell your kids whatever we talk about in this house, stay in this house?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
how
have
we was running.
seen it several times, and Pauline can probably jump on. Hey, Percy Payton in the building, my man Percy Payton, baby, Percy. But Pauline can probably vouch for this too, because she worked St. Louis Public Schools as well. It's certain things like kids, they'll come to school, and this is when I was working in St. Louis Public. Kids will come to school and tell their whole business, their parents' whole business. They'll tell their whole parents' business. My mama had such and such over at her house, or I mean, they just go running off at the mouth.
I bet you heard a lot of stuff.
Oh man, I heard so much, and
But
I know
kids,
Pauline heard stuff too.
but you know what, kids, they just say what's on their mind. They don't. Little kids don't have no filter.
And you know what? They always say, if you want brutal honesty, ask the child, because the
Mm-hmm.
child is going to give it to you raw and uncut. They're not gonna hold no punches back. They're not gonna have a filter, raw and uncut.
But you know what, too? Sometimes it is good for kids to come to school and tell what's going on,
Yeah,
because if something is going on and it's the safety of the child, then as a teacher, it's kind of hard to not take action. Because what if a kid comes to school and say, my mama boyfriend ran through the house with some drugs and was doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that right there would be like, okay, I'm gonna need to call and check on your peoples at the crib,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or if it's some harm going on or somebody being abused or whatever.
You gotta identify that.
Yeah. But I know growing up, my mom and dad, like we never knew like their pillow talk stuff. It was always a child stay in a child's place.
Mm-hmm.
You stay out of grown folks' business.
Yeah,
I done got told that so many times growing up. You be trying to ear hustle at the conversation at church or on a phone call. You be like, and then you all of a sudden they go silent. You hear your mom talking about, "Hold on, girl, because I think somebody over here ear hustling."
or somebody picked up the phone and
Yeah,
stuff.
somebody picked up the phone. Get your butt off that phone.
Oh my God!
Hang that phone up.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, you see it all the time and
Mhm.
everything. Uh,
Or, because we living in the social media age. So you got people that, you know, that will post stuff on social media
mhm.
and they friends with they kids and stuff like that, and they sharing stuff between, you know, family stuff. I don't think people should do that, especially if you friends with your
Yeah,
you know, when you're friends with your kids.
you gotta have boundaries.
Yeah, you gotta have boundaries,
You gotta
and
set those
everything's not
boundaries.
shareable on
No,
social media when it comes to, you know. So sometimes when I see people sharing stuff on social media, like, you know, you like they personal stuff, I feel like it's you shouldn't do that.
right. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Now, if you just trying to be funny or clean funny, then you know that's different. But when you just, I don't know,
Man, we had time.
we had time.
Hey, we're
I'm
gonna give
hungry.
you guys a homework assignment next Wednesday when we come on and bring our couple on. Uh, what's up, girly? The sis, boy.
Seen, I heard of. Yep.
Hey, man. Hey, sis. Hey, we're gonna have you and brother-in-law come on here and stuff, man, and share some experiences with us too and
Who is
everything.
that?
This is my girl, girly.
Oh,
She
okay.
she in the
Scratch.
yeah, yep. So, your homework for next week, you guys go on YouTube and Google "Pop the Balloon" and or "Find Love." Google
Mhm.
that because we're gonna do some reactions next week, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be really engaging. We're gonna do a giveaway next week too.
Yep. Pop the balloon and married at first sight. If
Oh,
we got some married at first sight,
we're gonna talk about that too.
yeah, people that watch that. I
We're
watch Married at
we're
First
gonna
Sight.
also talk about would you get married at first sight too. So you don't want to miss that.
Yeah,
That's something you definitely don't want to miss, man.
yeah.
So that's about it, man.
We out.
That's about it, man.
I'm Vanessa.
Hold on.
Oh, well, you had the thing up. I mean, come on, man.
Man, she said I'm Vanessa. She ready. She ready. I'm gonna tell you, hey y'all, she ready to eat, man. I'm like, look
No,
at her.
this allergy pill is on me,
You ready to go?
man. I love y'all though.
Hey man, we out of here, man. I'm
I'm Vanessa,
I'm Brian.
and we the pals.
Hey man, we gonna get up out of here, man. Check us out next week, man.
And go
Peace.
back and watch episode 5.
Hey man, I don't know what the heck that was. We're gonna try the outro again.